Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Europats. I'm Diane.
And I'm Matt.
And imagine for a second your perfect retirement. Are you waking up to the sound of waves on a Mediterranean beach? Are you grabbing an espresso at a cafe where the owner knows you by name?
Oh, yeah.
In short, are you living a life that is overflowing with culture but without that soul crushing financial stress that has become the new norm?
For most of us, the dream feels impossibly far away. You're facing a brutal question. Is it even possible to retire comfortably anymore? You feel caught between Albania's promise of ridiculously low living costs and the familiar easy comforts of the US with its world class amenities.
And the fear of making the wrong choice, of trading one set of problems for a completely new unknown set, can be absolutely paralyzing.
So today on the Europass, we're cutting through the noise. We'll expose the real costs, the lifestyle shocks, and the healthcare realities of retiring in both countries. We'll look at the hard numbers of the people who have made the leap to figure out which country truly offers a better shot at your golden years.
Hey, y'all, we're Matt and Diane. We're a U.S. couple planning to retire in France in 2030. But we found a way to start that journey 3 years earlier by starting in Albania. So we're taking our time, digging into each place, and learning what life there is really like. Come with us.
Let's get right to it. The number one reason people are looking for an exit ramp is money. The cost of retiring in the United States has become a massive source of anxiety for millions. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American household aged 65 and older spent around $60,087 in 2023. Housing alone can devour over $21,000 of that every single year. And that's before you even touch the brutal cost of healthcare.
And depending on where you live, you could be battling aggressive property taxes and utility bills that skyrocket in the winter, like we do. Talking about skyrocketing, I just paid that bill.
Yeah.
What in the world? But it is enough to make you feel like your nest egg is evaporating.
All right. Now let's jump over to Albania. The difference is staggering. Various sources estimate the cost of living in Albania is 50 to 70% lower than the United States. What does that look like in real life? A couple can live very comfortably on a budget of about $1,300 to $1,700 a month. If you're single, you could live well on as little as $1,000 a month.
So let's break that down. A modern one-bedroom apartment in a gorgeous coastal city like Saranda can rent from about 250 to 500 euros a month. And in the capital, Tirana, you'll pay a bit more, maybe 400 to 600 euros. Though some expats report it's getting harder to find places under $500. But even still, that is a world away from the 2000 or 3000 that you would pay for a similar spot in a major US city.
Your daily expenses are just as dramatic. A meal at a simple local restaurant can cost you around $10. A nice three-course meal for two people at a mid-range restaurant might set you back 25 to 60 euros. Groceries are also a fraction of the cost, especially if you hit the local fresh markets. Many expat couples say that they spend around $400 a month on groceries, whereas the same bill in the US could easily top $500 just for a single person.
Yep. The entire lifestyle in Albania is built on this affordability. Suddenly, your Social Security or pension check goes farther, creating a sense of financial peace that's becoming a distant memory here in the US.
But it's not a perfect financial paradise. Inflation is a reality in Albania, just like everywhere else, and prices for rent and food are climbing. If you love imported American brands, they're going to be expensive. But even with those things factored in, the financial advantage is still overwhelmingly in Albania's favor.
Now, this is where the decision gets really difficult. The US has some of the best healthcare on the planet with incredible technology and world class specialists. If you have a complex or rare medical issue, the quality of care is tough to beat.
The problem? That quality comes at an astronomical price, even with Medicare, which, by the way, is useless in Albania. The average American over 65 still spends around $7,000 a year out of pocket.
Yep.
Some estimates suggest a retired couple might need over $300,000 saved up just for medical expenses in retirement. It's a system that can perform miracles, but can just as easily lead to bankruptcy.
So, what's the situation in Albania? The public healthcare system isn't really a viable option for most expats. It tends to be underfunded, and language can be a major barrier. Instead, nearly all retirees rely on the private healthcare system, which is growing fast and improving every year, especially in Tirana.
For routine care, specialist visits, and minor procedures, the quality in these private clinics is considered quite good. And many doctors were trained in places like Italy or Greece and speak English. And the cost is almost laughable with an American perspective. A visit to a specialist might cost you only about 30 to 50 euros.
Dang.
Yeah,
To cover the big emergencies, most expats get private health insurance. A local policy can run anywhere from 450 to 760 per year. And even international plans are often available for 30 to 150 euros a month for basic coverage. And honestly, the out of pocket costs are so low that some people just pay as they go for most of their care.
that sounds nice.
And I've seen a lot of videos lately on healthcare over there and how incredibly inexpensive it is compared to here.
That and the dental.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was telling them today on the live. I heard that Albania is known for their coffee culture. I mean, and their dental, which, as I've always said, I've got the worst teeth known to man. So I've got the best of both worlds right there. Perfection. Well, not perfection, but as we like to say, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, what was that? Did you hear me?
hmm
Okay.
Here's the fundamental trade off. For something really serious like advanced cancer treatment or major heart surgery, you would probably want to travel. Expats often go to nearby Italy or Greece for that level of specialized care. So when you choose Albania, you're swapping a system that's top tier but brutally expensive for one that's incredibly affordable for 95% of your needs but requires a backup plan for that other 5%. That's a personal call that really depends on your health and your tolerance for risk.
When you think about moving to a lesser known Balkan country, safety is probably one of your first concerns. In fact, when we tell anybody about us moving to Albania, the first thing that they say is it's not safe, or is it safe, or what about the mob?
They
Or
think of the movie Taken.
yeah,
They think of the mob and everything. It's ridiculous.
every stinking time. When the reality on the ground, it would shock you. Albania is widely considered a very safe country with low rates of violent crime. In fact, in 2023, the Global Peace Index ranked it as the 48th most peaceful country, which is significantly better than the US, which was ranked way down there at 131st.
And I think it should be further down the road.
Down the line.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I actually worked that part.
True.
Expats constantly talk about how safe they feel walking around, even at night, in major cities. The culture has a deep seated respect for older people, and retirees often find the locals to be incredibly warm and welcoming.
Now, of course, you still have to be smart. Petty crime like pickpocketing can happen in crowded tourist areas, but it's not nearly as common as in other major European cities. Honestly, the biggest danger that most people talk about is the chaotic traffic, yes, and some questionable road conditions.
I've seen that on videos.
Lordy, we will not be driving
At
in
least not
Albania.
for a while. Meanwhile, in the US, safety can feel like a lottery depending on your zip code. While many suburbs are perfectly safe, the fear of crime, especially gun violence, is a constant background hum in many parts of the country. The US homicide rate is dramatically higher at about 6.8 per 100,000 people compared to Albania's rate of about 2.3. That's
Yeah.
that's a large number.
Yeah.
For many, leaving that anxiety behind is a massive quality of life improvement.
Now, this brings us to lifestyle. The American lifestyle is built for convenience. And I'm not going to lie, I do appreciate that part.
Yeah.
I really do. You can get anything that you want delivered whenever you want. Sounds like me.
Yes, it does.
But it's also fast paced, car dependent, and for many people, increasingly isolating.
Albania runs on a different clock entirely. It's a Mediterranean lifestyle, slower, built around community, and lived outdoors. Life revolves around long coffee breaks with friends, evening strolls along the water, and meals made with incredibly fresh local food. The country is gorgeous, with almost 300 miles of coastline, rugged mountains, and ancient ruins to explore. It's a richness of experience that feels both authentic and completely within reach.
But let's be real, you are trading American convenience. The infrastructure is a work in progress. While the internet in cities is generally good, power outages can still happen. The bureaucracy can be a nightmare, and you'll need to get used to paying for many things in cash. For some, that's all part of the adventure. For others, it's a source of constant frustration.
And learning.
Yeah.
Figuring all this out is exactly why we created the Europats. If this breakdown is helping you find some clarity, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. It is free. Free for you,
You get
all
it
of
free.
you.
You get it free.
And it also helps us make more content just like this.
We don't want more content like this. We're here every week with brand new videos every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central and a live stream every Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Central. And if you are getting value from our work, you can also support the channel by joining our Patreon page, even though that is now free. We don't charge for that. Or you can buy us a coffee. You can also join this channel by clicking on the link below. And we have merch if you want to stop by our merch shop. The links to all of these are in the description below, and every little bit helps, and we appreciate every one of you. Also, we would love to see you guys in the comments. What is your biggest fear, or what are you the most excited about when you think of moving abroad?
Retirement,
No work.
paying less money for rent, for
No
food,
work.
no work.
No work.
Well, we'll also be getting a lot of exercise.
No work. But yeah, the exercise would be good. Lord knows I need that. The exercise would be great. We would be forced to exercise.
So what are your thoughts about anything on the negative side?
I think like we talked about earlier, I appreciate American conveniences. I don't have to go to the store. I don't go to the store. It all comes here, right? I don't have to go to Walmart. Thank the Lord, because I hate Walmart. It comes to me. I don't have to go to Costco as much as I love it. It comes to me. So
You don't have to go unless we want to just go out to eat. You can stay at home and they will bring the food to you.
exactly. I even get meat delivered to me. I'm getting bread delivered to everything is delivered. So I 100% utilize delivery.
Oh, she does.
I use it a lot. Amazon. We all know I might have a slight Amazon problem.
Amazon
But
Queen.
you know what? There's not an Amazon in Albania.
No, there's FedEx. I saw that.
There's
It just won't be as
Temu.
fast.
But yeah, so the conveniences, the modern conveniences, am I going to miss that? Yeah, I will probably miss that. I
Shoot.
mean, I get to work from home. I don't have to leave this house if I don't want to, which is good because I don't like people. So it actually works out pretty well. But, I know that that can be a problem there. And I don't see the paying in cash thing. I don't see that as a nuisance. I feel like that's just something that you just have to really get back in the habit of, because
Yeah,
debit cards are great, but
we're so used to using debit cards,
yeah.
or credit cards, and it's just going to be a small learning curve of make sure you got cash on you. Now, I personally like to keep cash on me just in case. Never know.
Right.
And so I keep about $20 or so on me, and that always just stays in my wallet.
And I think, the language is going to be an issue, because not everybody in Albania speaks English. There's some people that do, but, the majority of the people our age don't. So, you're going to have that. And then just how taxing that's going to be at the end of the day, because you've spent all day trying to communicate with somebody and you take for granted how easy it is to just speak.
Talk like we're doing right now.
Right. So, yeah, I think, but does the bad outweigh the good? 100%. 100%. You can't tell me nothing. I am so ready to retire, and
Does the bad outweigh the
it
good?
does. 100%. No, other way around. See, I need more coffee. Does the good outweigh the bad? Yes.
Yes.
100% it does. And
Is it giving us an opportunity to retire 3 years earlier?
yes.
Yes, it does.
So that part is exciting. And I think the other stuff will come. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Do we think this is going to be a paradise? No.
No.
George threw his 2 cents in there too, if you didn't hear it. I don't know. I mean, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be over there and starting this whole new chapter. I'm so ready and excited that we get to do
It's
it.
going to be a little rough,
Hmm.
and
Nothing good ever comes easy,
oh no.
so they say.
And, with our luck, it's not going to come easy. So I honestly cannot wait, just to be able to make sure we've got everything done around here, have all of our paperwork that we want to take with us, all of our stuff packed, and take off over there and start a new life,
Yeah,
a new journey.
yeah. I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stressful, but yet fun.
Yes. So, what's the final verdict in the showdown between retiring in Albania versus the US? There is no single right answer at all. It all boils down to what you want your retirement to feel like.
And as we said earlier, the United States offers a retirement of stability and unmatched convenience with access to the best healthcare in the world, if you can afford it. It's the familiar path. But that familiarity comes with a price tag that is pushing a stress free retirement further and further out of reach for millions of people.
Albania, on the other hand, offers a retirement of adventure and incredible affordability. It's for the person who values a high quality of life on a smaller budget. Someone who prioritizes new experiences over easy conveniences and is willing to adapt to a new way of life.
It demands flexibility, an open mind, and a solid plan for major medical issues. Ultimately, the choice isn't just about the money, it's about defining what you want your golden years to be. Do you want the comfort of the familiar or the thrill of the undiscovered?
By weighing these pros and cons for yourself, you can decide which path truly leads to the better retirement for you. We've put links to all the data we used in the description below so you can do your own research.
So, you guys have a great week, and we will see y'all next Saturday at 10 a.m. Central. Bye, y'all.
Bye bye.